Hello everyone. In this task, we are going to perform how to install GitLab Runner on Ubuntu 22.04 LTS and register GitLab Runner on GitLab server and test GitLab Runner with the GitLab projects. So let's understand what is the difference between GitLab Runner and GitLab server or GitLab.com. So for example, if you create project here in GitLab server or GitLab.com, and for example, Java project and those project you want to build. Okay, so GitLab server we can't build a project and other phases like testing and deploy to environments. So for this, we need a separate system or program to run our project. So for this, we need a GitLab runner. So for example, we create project here, and in that project, we register GitLab runner. So here, for example, suppose for example, it is a Java project and which has a phase like a build using Maven. So then we set up a GitLab runner, and on GitLab runner, we install Java and Maven and GitLab runner, and this runner we register to our GitLab projects. So in short, so GitLab Runner is a program that is used to run a project or execute a project which are on GitLab server or GitLab.com site. So let's install GitLab Runner on Ubuntu 22.04. Let's create Ubuntu instance in AWS. Already I have logged into in our AWS account. So here is our EC2 dashboards. Click on instance running and click on launch instance. Then let's give the name GitLab Runner, or we can give any names. Select OS Ubuntu. Then select AWS AMI. So for this GitLab Runner, free tier instance is enough to set up. If you need more configuration, you can select from this drop down. So for as of now, I'm selecting free tier Ubuntu server 22.04. Architecture is 64-bit. Instance type T2 micro, free tier eligible. Then select the key pair. Then select in network setting section, select the security group. Here I am selecting existing security, that is default security group, and open the port number for SSS22 and other port numbers. And in config storage section, do the storage. So I am here giving 20 GB. Then here in advanced details, no need to select anything. If you want to any custom setting, you can select here. And in the right side bottom, click on launch instance. So here is a message success. Click on instance ID. Here we can see our GitLab Runner instance. Current status is pending. So let's wait to be ready. Okay, now the current state is running. Here in bottom section, in details section, copy the public IP to connect using SSH. So before this, you have to open port number in your security group. So already we have opened ports here. So if you not open, you can open the port number in your security group. So let's connect to this instance using putty. So open the putty, copy the IP, then go to the SSH section, go to the auth, give your key pair and click on open. Then click on accept. Default username is Ubuntu. So here we have connected Ubuntu EC2 instance using SSH client putty. So let's change the font setting. So let's increase font setting. So you can see commands clearly. Click on apply. So first command, let's update system packages on Ubuntu. Command is sudo apt update. Let's wait to complete. So all the packages got updated. Clear the screen. Command is clear. So here I have the instruction to install GitLab Runner on Ubuntu 22.04 and register GitLab Runner. So here are the some steps. You can also visit official GitLab Runner GitLab site to install latest GitLab Runner. So go to search engine, search on GitLab. So here we can see official GitLab Runner installation page. Here in install GitLab Runner section, here different methods install. Okay, on Linux and other OS or using Docker, Helm chart. So in this section, we are going to install our Linux, that is Ubuntu. Here, if we go, here are the system requirement to install GitLab Runner. Then, like we have selected free tier, that is enough. So click on Linux. So GitLab Runner supports these Linux flavors like Debian, Ubuntu, Linux Mint, and Amazon Linux, and others. Here are some prerequisites, and these are the commands to install GitLab Runner. So first step, to add official GitLab repository in Ubuntu. So our OS is Ubuntu. So let's copy this command and open the AWS EC2 instance terminal and paste. So it will add GitLab Runner official repository into Ubuntu apt package. So enter. So here we have added official GitLab Runner repository in Ubuntu. So next command is to install GitLab Runner. So command is sudo apt-get install GitLab Runner. So let's copy this command. Let's wait to install GitLab Runner. It's taking bit more time. So here we can see log fetch 492 MB GitLab Runner setup. And this GitLab Runner package is installing. Okay. Now here we can see GitLab Runner installed. Let's clear the screen to check GitLab Runner is running or not on Ubuntu using command. Command is sudo system ctl status GitLab hyphen runner. Here we can see GitLab Runner is installed and it is running on Ubuntu. So once you install GitLab Runner, it will create one GitLab Runner user in home directory. So let's check user. Click on ls. Let's check current directory pw2. Here is a current user is Ubuntu. Let's check in home directory. Here we can see it creates GitLab Runner user once we install GitLab Runner. So next step is to add this user into a sudo permission. Like for example, all your projects run on GitLab Runner and it uses the user GitLab Runner. So by default, the user has limited permission. So this user we have to add as a sudoer file for root permission. So let's add this user into sudoers file. Here we have commands. So we can check GitLab Runner version using sudo GitLab -runner version. Here we can see GitLab Runner version. Let's clear the screen. Second step to grant sudo permission to GitLab Runner user. So here already to give sudo permission to GitLab Runner user, open the vsudo file. Sudo file. Here we can add GitLab Runner users. So by default here, root has all the permission. So let's add GitLab Runner user. So just you have to copy this root permission and replace with GitLab Runner, and remaining permission are same. And one more entry here we have to add. One is the user privilege specification section, and another at bottom. Like this permission, like it will not ask password. So whenever GitLab Runner runs any builds any projects, so it without password, GitLab Runner can execute. So here we have a two permission, root user permission and no password. So let's save this file. And then let's restart GitLab Runner. So command is sudo GitLab Runner restart. So check the status. Pro GitLab Runner status. Okay, GitLab Runner is running. So now fourth step is register GitLab Runner on GitLab server or GitLab.com site. So here I have already logged into our GitLab account. If you don't have any account, then you can create account in GitLab.com. So here under project, click on your profile. Here under projects, your project. Then let's create new project. So let's create some blank project to test GitLab or register GitLab Runner. Let's GitLab Runner and click on create project. So once you create a project, then for this project, if you want to register a GitLab Runner, then here in the project section, left side, click on setting, go to CI/CD section. Here we can see runners. So expand the runner section. And if you go scroll down, here we can see already available runners for this projects provided by GitLab, like shared runners of this one. So let's register new our GitLab runner, which is we have installed. Let's register runner. So here in project runner, click on new project runner. And here in new project runner section, we have different platform. So we can register runner on Linux, Mac OS, Windows, using Docker executor and using Kubernetes. So here we are going to use on Linux. So select Linux, then let's add the tag. I'm adding Linux as we have installed. We can add any tag, and in configuration section is optional, leave it. And here we have to go any maximum job timeout section. Here you can add value. It's an optional field, and click on create runner. Once your runner is created, here are some steps to register a GitLab runner. So first step is GitLab runner register. So here we have to copy this command. Copy this command. You can copy whole command. So let's go step by step. Copy this command. Open your register GitLab runner instance. Paste here and enter. So it is asking for a project URL. So we have our project on GitLab.com. So here we can copy this URL, GitLab.com. If you have any custom GitLab server URL, then you can add. Then enter. Then enter the registration token. So for safer side, you can take backup of this token to copy somewhere. So for we are testing, so no need to. I'm not taking the backup. Also, you can see after register also. So copy this token, enter token here. So here is a output is verifying runner. Runner is valid. Enter the name of runner. So here we have to give the name for runner and give name Linux. So here is an option for how you want to use the runner as an executor. like using Docker, using SSH, using Shell, or using VirtualBox or Autoscaler. So here we are going to use Shell because all these our project going to execute using command lines. That we used to provide commands in pipeline. So here type Shell. Then we got a message that register successfully, and your runner configuration is saved in your home location and config.tml. So if you open this file, you can see our runner register here, like a name Linux, URL, runner ID this one, token is this one, okay, executor is shell. Okay. And later if you want to modify, then you can modify the your runner configuration file. So let's clear the screen. So next step is to check GitLab Runner register status. So here to check the status, we can run this command. GitLab Runner run. So it shows the GitLab Runner status. So here like message is showing configuration loaded. So other message. And once you run this, so the command is used to to manually verify the runner is available to pick up the job or not. So here we got message. We have registered a runner for this project. To check runners, so we have to go to projects, CI/CD setting, and click on runners. So let's click on view runners, and here we can see our Linux runner is available. So we can execute our pipeline using GitLab Runner. You can modify your GitLab Runner setting. Click on here pencil button, and here additionally tag. If your job is don't have any tag, then you can click on option. So indicate if job without tag. So you can click on this option. So if you don't have any tag, you can click on this option. Click on save changes. So let's build a simple pipeline with the GitLab Runner. So click on projects. So let's create one CI job using GitLab. So in project, click on here plus button, click on new file. So GitLab CI pipeline file name is like a dot GitLab CI dot YML. Then I have some simple pipeline. So here is a GitLab CI pipeline code. So like here we mention stages, like stage like we have build and build a stage we are calling build, then scripting, just messaging if the building, and one more stage we have test, and is calling stage test. Then script is echo testing. Then here you can add any message. GitLab Runner. Then click on commit changes. So here it's validating your GitLab CI configuration. It is valid. And let's build this CI pipeline. So click on build, go to pipeline. Here we can see our pipeline successfully got built using on GitLab Runner. So here is a pipeline. Here we can see our log, the build and test. Two stages are here. Here we can see build stage output, job got succeeded. And here right side test stage also, job got succeeded. So all the jobs output are stored on GitLab Runner instance. So let's create a duplicate session for this instance. And click on type ls. There we can see build folder got created on GitLab Runner instance. So if you go on, here's present working directory is a Ubuntu. Build folder got created. If you go build folder, here like this is a ID or runner ID. So here if you go to GitLab, you go to CI/CD and runners, and our runner ID is this one XA. And here on GitLab Runner, we can see this ID. We go to this ID, let's check what is there. Here, our project got executed and give outputs here. Here we can see there is only readme.md file. Okay. Like this on GitLab Runner. Once the GitLab Runner execute, the GitLab Runner keeps all our project configuration or files code on GitLab Runner instance. So that's for this task. So here in this task, we have covered how to install GitLab Runner on Ubuntu AWS EC2 instance, register GitLab Runner, and test GitLab Runner with the project which are on GitLab. Thank you.